Greetings and salutations. It's D.Boom of LLE, Living, Learning, Earning, Limited Liability Company. LLE Ascension is the division of this channel right here. I am a evolved, enlightened twin flame from Chicago, Illinois. Just doing my part by stepping into the collective and stepping into my life purpose and helping those who need questions answered. Whether love, life, purpose, or pursuit of happiness. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to help you guys while helping myself at the end of the day. And I just thank you for the new subscribers that I have and everybody that's paying attention. It's my second reading for the year. The first reading was for the divine love counterparts between twin flames. That was between you and the person you were meant to be with. This reading here is for the divine masculines who are in a karmatic relationship or any relationship outside the twin flame. So soulmates can be included too in this reading. So I already prayed over the cards, just shuffling now, and like I say, thank you for people who just tuning in and people that's been tuning in. I appreciate y'all. So get into this reading. It's gonna get a good start. All right. Now, when I normally do these readings, it's with divine couples, so both masculine and feminine energies are in divine and masculine persons are included in this reading. But in this reading, the top row will be the divine masculine's karmatic relationship. So the person that they're with right now, it's not the true person that they should be with, or not their true twin flame. But this is their line here. This would be the masculine line at the bottom. The overall energies that I'm getting is the Three of Pentacles. That's the overall energy. The bottom line of this relationship is the Two of Pentacles. Alright, let me flip these cards over and begin. If you ain't seen my first video of the divine couples, I will opt to watch that before this, and we can go. Alright, so what I usually do is go over the cards first time, and then I pull clarifiers to really get to the nitty gritty of the whole message. Okay, so in the past position that we have here for the karmatic feminine, which is the person that your divine masculine is with, they have the Seven of Wands, which is basically conflict and fighting for what you want. The divine masculine has conflict, standing your ground. So from what I'm getting from the past, it's just conflict. This whole situation started with conflict. Either conflict that the divine masculine rushed into, trying to get away from something he got into the situation, or maybe he's being a dick, being a prick by standing his ground in a situation he really not into to either A, prove a point, or get some attention, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe they're both confused on thinking that they're each other's divine counterpart when they're really not. So going to the seven right here, the karmatic mate that the divine masculine has, or his current love interest, they are just conflicted as him. Now, where her conflict might be is she sees that he's conflicted and is getting conflicted herself because she doesn't know what's going on. She has no way to comfort him or really try to get to the nitty gritty of why he's even conflicted in the first place. I'm going to pick clarifiers, but that's just what I got for the past. As far as their relations to each other, the divine feminine in regards to herself, not the divine feminine, I'm sorry, the karmatic feminine in regards to herself, she sees herself as the best option for him. When in reality, this card is basically about having options but being confused on what to pick. So since it's in her position, I take it as she looks at not only the divine masculine as the best top choice for her as far as love is concerned, because we have cups which represent emotions and love. She's also kind of confused as if she made the right choice. Given from this conflict, I wouldn't see why she, would not renege on the choice that she made, but kind of see if the choice was the best one or the worst one. The divine masculine feelings in regards to this karmatic that he's with is the Five of Cups. Five of Cups is the Hermit. My last video I said that the Eight of Hearts was the Hermit. It's not the Hermit. If you really just type it up online to see what the card means, it kind of represents the same energy as the Hermit as far as backing away from the situation and looking at it differently. But the Hermit in itself is really diving into oneself and really trying to figure this out. So the masculine is really trying to figure out if the person that he's with now is even the right person. And since the twin flame is always connected to each other, you know, it's always going to be conflict because he knows what's in his heart as far to what's in his loins or what's in his arms and shit. Even if it's a sexual relationship that they're into, it would never, ever, ever be the same amount of love or intensity that it would be with their twin flame. And this is the karmatic we're talking about. This is not the divine feminine. This is the karmatic. Moving on. The karmatic's relationship to the divine masculine, like what the divine masculine is to his karmatic is this Three of Cups here. And what this Three of Cups represents is a union. Not a twin flame union, not a spiritual union, but just a good union. You know, she meshes well with the divine masculine. They have good times. You know, she is happy with him and he's slick happy with her. And how I know that is the bottom position to the bottom card. His relation to himself in this situation is the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles represents dreams come true. You know what I'm saying? Happiness. But what I'm getting is that he's trying to view this as the perfect thing. But he's conflicted. So obviously it's not like he has the past and current energies that kind of make this card true. He knows what he wants. But he's trying to find that into this karmatic or soulmate relationship. But he's not really getting it. That's where the whole conflict has come from. So in relation to himself, he's got into this because he seen things that he wanted in this karmatic relationship. In his head, he felt like this was the way to go. So he's trying to deal with it. Going on, we have the future position. And the future position for the karmatic feminine is the Five of Swords, which is standing your ground, fighting for what's yours. She's willing to fight for your divine masculine. She's willing to fight for this relationship. She's willing to fight for him. She's willing to help him fight and get what he needs to get. Like, she really sees herself as the answer to his problem. She doesn't like to see him in conflict. She doesn't want to see him hurting. So she's really going out her way to, you know, make this work. And in the future position for the divine masculine, he has the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is all about communication, fast moving communication. So I take this as two things. Either A, even though the divine masculine is with somebody else, he still wants to communicate something. If not to her, then his divine feminine. You know, if he's not being truthful with her or letting her know who he really is, then he wants to let the divine feminine know who he really is or how he's really feeling, or basically give a word, a verbal communicative expression as to what he's going through. But if he can't even talk to his karmatic and can only talk to his divine feminine, then he'll eventually be reaching out to the divine feminine, whether that's for an actual conversation or just to pop up on her text just to let her know that he's thinking about her. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to pull out clarification cards, but that's what I got for what I just pulled out. And once again, the overall energy is the Three of Pentacles, which basically represents apprenticeship or joining together. You know what I'm saying? So, and what I get out of this is these two came together to try to build something positive. You know what I'm saying? They came together to build. He seen something in her that he felt he could build with, and he is just exactly what she wanted. So that's the overall relationship between the two. And the bottom line between the two is they're gonna have to balance it. You feel me? But they're descending though. They're going from the 3 to the 2. So it's not progressing. If anything, it's de-escalating. So it went from them joining to, balance. They came in together thinking this was the right thing, but now they're starting to see once in it that this has to be balanced. It has to be a balance. What that balance be, we'll get to. I'm finna start picking clarifying cards right now. To clarify the 7 of Wands and the Karmatic Feminines recent past, we have the Knight of Wands. So Wands represent passion. So this is a fast-moving passion. So the Karmatic or the soulmate counterpart of your divine masculine, she just sees the divine masculine as the one. She sees him as everything she's looking for, everything she's ever wanted, and she's just very passionate about him. So just passion. Even though that's why she's standing, like she's fighting. She's like fighting an uphill battle to keep the love that she has, this new passion that the divine masculine is giving her, to keep it. She's fighting to keep this situation. Even if he is in conflict and she's in conflict, she doesn't give a crap about the conflict. They just want to make it work. Now, as far as the divine masculine, recent past, to go on top of this 5 of Wands, 5 of Wands means, like I say, standing your ground. But it also means conflict. So in the midst of this conflict and trying to stand ground, he's got this 8 of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles is all about balance. So he's trying to balance this little relationship in the midst of finding out who he really is and finding out what he really wants. This is all a past position. So going to the current energies right now between each other, as far as the Karmatic Feminine's relationship to herself in this situation, like I say, we have the 7 of Cups, which is all about choices, options, picking the right choice. And she chose the divine masculine. The clarifying card that I have is the 9 of Swords. 9 of Swords is about nightmares, mental anguish. You know what I'm saying? Staying up at night, not getting sleep, not being necessarily worried, but just seeing dreams and signs and visions. But it's kind of in a negative light. 9 of Swords, the picture of the 9 of Swords is a person sitting in the bed just holding their head distraught. You know what I'm saying? With 9 swords hanging on the top of them. It's just about nightmares. It's about anguish. It's about mental anguish. Trying to figure this out. And to go, since it's sitting on top of this 7 of Cups, what I get from this situation, the Karmatic Feminine in regards to herself is she made a choice to be with the divine masculine, your divine masculine, and now it's messing with her head. Deep down, she knows she probably made the wrong decision. But she's still not going to let that deter her from what she wants, which is the masculine. But she's starting to lose sleep. She's starting to get doubts in her head about this situation. You know what I'm saying? Which she has every right to. He or she. Don't get me wrong. It could be he or she in these situations. Now, as far as who she is to the divine feminine, which is a hermit, the Joker card comes behind it. So what I get from here is 2 things. I get that the divine masculine is seeing that his karmatic partner is kind of stepping away from the situation, kind of stepping away and looking at it for what it really is. And he's starting to see that. And by seeing that she's starting to kind of stutter step with it, he's seeing a new opportunity. Now, the Fool card, which is represented by this Joker here, the Fool card represents you just taking what you can and just leaping off the mountain with it. So what I get from here is he's either A, going to jump out the window for this karmatic or this soulmate, thinking that's what he's supposed to do, and really he's going to end up falling to the ground instead of flying, because it's off the wrong basis. You only can jump off the mountain and leap and fly in faith. That's what your divine feminine can do for you. Before a karmatic or a soulmate, you're just really jumping into a situation that he's really unknown about. All this shit is new at the end of the day. This is new. It might be with a karmatic, but it's still a new situation, because he has new feelings that he didn't have before because of the divine feminine that he's kind of going through with this new lover that he has. You know what I'm saying? But he's starting to see that it is a new opportunity that's presenting itself in the midst of her trying to figure this out and him trying to figure this out. I'm going to get more clarification as the cards go. As far as the masculine is in her life, the karmatic feminine's life, we have, like I say, the Queen of Swords behind the Three of Cups. So now what I'm getting from this is she knows the karmatic female that he's dealing with or male that he's dealing with. They know about you, divine feminine. You know what I'm saying? They have a inkling that it's somebody or something on his mind, but she don't give a fuck about that. That's what the Queen of Wands is about. This is the Queen of no fucks giving. She doesn't care about who he's wants to be with and all that. All she care about or he cares about is this relationship. They just want this to work. You know what I'm saying? They really want this to work because they really see the divine masculine as the one, as their knight in shining armor. So they're fighting for this to the T, and they're very passionate about this. Now, as far as the divine masculine and the relation to itself, once again, this is on top of the Ten of Pentacles. He knows what he wants. He's seen this as something that he wanted initially. But what I'm getting from this is that he knows he's going to have to make a decision. King of Swords is definitely about making not only the right decision, but going forward with it. He knows what decision, the divine masculine knows what every decision that he's going to make, he's going to be held accountable for it. There's going to be a consequence to his decision. Whether he chooses to go back to his divine feminine or to go towards his divine feminine, he's going to end up hurting the karmatic in the process. He knows that. Even if he stays with this karmatic or this soulmate in the process, he's going to hurt his twin flame. But his divine feminine is strong though. You know, she knows how to handle this shit. Even if he's not with her, she's still going to love him from afar. And he's seeing that too. He's starting to see and wake up and knows that a decision must be made. When he makes that, that's up to him. If it's even going to happen. But from what I get in a relationship to himself in this karmatic situation that he's in, he knows he needs to make a decision. He doesn't want to step on toes, but he knows he already stepped on toes getting into this situation. So we'll just keep going. Now, in the future position for the divine feminine, see? We got the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior. So in the midst of her, fighting for the divine masculine and wanting to be with him in the midst of conflict, this is just confirmation that she's wounded. She's hurt. She might not mention it to the divine masculine. She might not say it in general, but she knows that this is going to be some work too. She knows how overbearing it is because she's probably been in a situation just like this. But since she's so infatuated with the divine masculine, she doesn't care. You know what I mean? So, and this is all passion. I'm getting a lot of passion from this karmatic. And I'm getting a lot of, I would say, it's a balance of balancing all this in the 3D from the masculine. So as far as this communication that the masculine wants to send out, let me get some clarification on that. Okay, I got the Knight of Pentacles. So with this communication that the divine masculine either wants to send his karmatic person he's with now or to the divine feminine who he really holds in his heart, he knows he has to say something. He knows you know what I'm saying? It has to be an explanation for what's going on. He knows he owes an explanation for his actions. So with this Knight of Pentacles, this is like a slow approaching manifestation. Like since it's a pentacle, this represents manifestation, bringing things into the 3D. But this is a slow moving, bringing things into the 3D action. So he's taking his time figuring out what he wants to say. He could be writing letters, literally writing letters, balling paper up, trying to figure out the right thing he's trying to say. He might have a couple rough drafts on his computer drive on things he wanted to tell you or tried to tell you, but Just ain't got the balls to do it. This is scary, slow-moving truth right here. And the message that he wants to send might be for the karmatic soulmate counterpart that he's with now, or it could be for the divine. Actually, let me get clarification on that real quick. What is... Okay. 3 of Swords. To clarify this right here. And what I get from here is he wants to communicate. I'm getting this for the divine feminine. He wants to communicate to the divine feminine. To let her know how he really feels, what the situation he's in. He wants to explain this whole shit right here. You know what I'm saying? But he's kind of slow and methodical in a way of doing it. And in the process, we have the 3 of Swords, which represents heartbreak, heartache, pain, anguish. This shit killing him too. It's killing him that he's killing other people for him to get his shit straight. But this comes with the whole divine masculine journey. Until they get it, they're not going to stop hurting people. They're not going to stop doing selfish things that you would figure, since he's a grown man or she's a grown person, that they should get. That's why you got to love your divine counterpart like a child. You can't really hate or get mad at a child for doing childish things. You just got to teach them and let them learn. So to clarify this, the overall energy, which is the 3 of Pentacles, I'm going to clarify that right now. I got the 9 of Pentacles. So both of them came in this because this is what they wanted. This is the Rich Granite card. This is manifesting what you want into the 3D. And since they're both Pentacles, this is what's going on right now. They came in this, you know what I'm saying, together because this is what they wanted. They both wanted this. They wanted each other. They wanted to see where this goes. And they put themselves in this situation. Clarifying the bottom line, which is the 2 of Pentacles, because they know they got to balance this situation if it's ain't going to get anywhere. The clarification I have is the 2 of Swords, which is, once again, a decision has to be made. Now, I take this as both of them got decisions to make now. Since the karmatic feminine is going through a rut, because she, you know, this is eating her up too. It's eating her up to see something eating him up. And by her being, you know, the feminine, she wants to fix his needs, whether that's by more sex, whether that's by gifts, making him feel better, whatever she can do to lift his spirits up and get him out this rut, she's willing to do. That's what she's doing to balance this. But the only way this can be balanced is if he communicates, the divine masculine communicates, get whatever he need to get off his chest. And like I said in the divine reading before this, take off that mask so he can get to the nitty gritty. At the end of the day, a decision has to be made. Without a decision being made, you can't really balance anything until you come to a decision of what you want to do. This is overall, and this is the bottom line. Overall, they came in this, it looked good, it looked all good, but now they got to balance that goodness. Because it's still good. They're having a good time. They really enjoy each other's company. Sex might be awesome. Socially, they might be cool. That's what brought them together. But at the end of the day, until conflicts get resolved, until whatever inside this divine masculine, until he keeps it real with himself, this ain't never going to work. Since this karmatic soulmate feminine has been through this situation many times before, she knows what she's getting into. So she got some deciding to do. So this is just the overall reading for the karmatic relationship that your divine masculine is in. And what I got from it, going back to the overview, was that they both came in. It was sweet. Now, you know, they starting to manifest what they really wanted. Both of them came in here thinking they was the key to each other's problems, thinking that he was going to find happiness in her, she was going to find happiness in him. She absolutely adores, you know what I'm saying, the divine masculine. She really adores this man. She really loves this man or woman. She really is into this person. But she's conflicted because he's conflicted. This is how it kicked off. He kicked this off in conflict. She didn't pick it up then, but she's starting to realize it. Now going into the relationships of themselves, this conflict off the decision that she made is killing her. She's losing sleep. She's losing energy. Things are changing. And the divine masculine is seeing that change in her. which is spurring new thoughts in him. Maybe he need to change the way he is. Maybe him rushing into this wasn't the right answer. Maybe him breaking another heart is not going to help him heal his own heart. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? It's up to him to speak his mind. But through it all, his karmatic female friend or male friend, she's not going to let him go. Now, hopefully she's not a crazy or a fatal attraction type chick that's going to like do magic to keep him around or manipulate him to keep him around or be a supreme narcissist to keep him around. But you don't know. You just never know. That's why you should be with your twin flame. Leave these karmatics and these soulmates alone, because you don't know what you're getting into at the end of the day. But at the end of the day, masculine knows what he wants. He just knows he needs to make a decision. You know what I'm saying? He needs to make a decision. But that's the reading for the day. Appreciate everybody that's in tune. Stay with me. I got more videos to come. Stay tuned.